Hey everyone, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich here in the First Warn Storm Center. You see John Wendell behind me. I'm working on some information online. It's been a kind of a crazy day already as our little system, which is not the big storm, mind you, overproduced this morning, really dumped about 1 to 4 inches of snow from Charlotte south. You go north of Charlotte, there really wasn't anything. Especially across Interstate 40, the Lake Norman area north, just no flakes at all. And around Charlotte South, it's been a pretty good dose of snow. Really no major impacts, to be honest with you. The roads across the entire region are completely fine. They're wet. We've had no accident increase, a typical Tuesday afternoon. But what it did do, it actually helped cool the ground down, and I think it's heightened people's awareness of what's going to come tomorrow, because this is not the big storm. The big storm is heading our way tomorrow. Let's talk about how that's going to unfold. Here's our current radar. You notice we've got some light snow still developing out there, especially south and east of Charlotte. But I'll tell you, in the last hour or so, let me show you a loop here real quickly of where this thing is going. I could show you that in the last hour or so, this has all been moving off to the east pretty slowly. It's been taking a while, but at least we're starting to see some of it move off to the east. This is a 45-minute loop. This will give you a real good idea on where it's going. Still snowing, mind you, but it's mixing with a little bit of rain. The one thing I'm watching is down to the southwest is the next storm system. This is the big one. It's starting to crank up, and the one thing I'm watching carefully is here in Georgia and Alabama. You see this precipitation filling in right here? All of this? This might move up here and keep at least some form of precipitation falling down. Likely light snow, maybe even freezing drizzle. Got to watch out for that as the storm system, which is just beginning to crank up here in Texas. We're going to see low pressure crank up in the Gulf of Mexico, roughly right in there, and this thing is going to race off to the north and east tomorrow and bring us the big snow. So here's the 24-hour Futurecast. Light snow showers this evening, ending shortly. I do think we will see a lull of 6 to maybe 12 hours of nothing, and then tomorrow morning, 5 a.m., snow moves back in from the south. Once it moves in, it's here, folks, and it could be heavy, especially after lunchtime tomorrow. Heavy snow and sleet likely most of the daylight hours tomorrow. I'm sticking with my snowfall forecast right now. I haven't varied too much. I went up an inch here. I moved a contour there. I'll be honest with you, I just don't see a lot of reason to change. It's really kind of not the way to go to bounce back and forth between the models. I've been staying consistent with what I'm seeing in an overall pattern. 5 to 7 inches across the Charlotte area north, 4 to 6 south. Lower amounts here because this will be more ice, and 6 to 10 towards Greensboro, 6 to 10 in the mountains. If we're going to miss this forecast, it's not going to be because the snow is higher. I'm pretty sure of that. It might be lower, and it might be more ice. And speaking of ice, this is the big part of the storm to watch out for. Significant winter storm and ice potential to our south. The ice totals have been bouncing around and getting closer to Charlotte to about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch. Heavy ice down in the Midlands of South Carolina. This is why I haven't gone crazy with the totals. You mix in enough sleet and freezing rain, you will not see these huge snowfall totals that are being put out by the models. The models, a lot of them that you're seeing on TV, unfortunately, and online, take all frozen precipitation and make it snow at a 10-to-1 ratio. If you get a mix, it doesn't separate out what is ice, sleet, or snow, and we know by climatology we never get 10-to-1 snowfall ratios around. It's very rare. It's usually 8-to-1, which means you need more liquid to produce the same amount of snow. The storm impacts, the one thing I have done this afternoon is I have increased the power outage threat to moderate. I do think this threat is increasing with the increasing ice. Road travel and business closures tomorrow into Thursday, extremely high. I don't anticipate a lot of businesses being open, hopefully on Wednesday into Thursday morning. So tonight, your road impacts, mainly wet this evening, some patchy ice overnight, not because of freezing rain or snow, but because of some black ice forming as things ice back up. Tomorrow morning, some black ice as well. And as we go into the morning hours, slick spots develop, but it's in the afternoon to evening. I've got red lights from Wednesday afternoon through Thursday evening. I really think some pretty icy conditions will be sticking around as we go through the day on Wednesday into Thursday. So you have time to prepare yourself now. There's a window tonight before the black ice forms and a window tomorrow morning before the snow comes in. Temperatures will be dropping below freezing tonight. Once they do, they will stay there likely until Thursday morning. So get your activities done now. Go to the grocery store. Make sure you have batteries. Make sure all your devices are charged. Plenty of coffee. Whatever you need for the next 3 days not to leave the house. Plan on that. Get your car full of gas, grab some extra cash from the ATM in case power goes out, and make sure you have some clothes and maybe some kitty litter in the car in case you're out driving and you get stuck. I don't recommend you being in the car, but if you're going to go out, make sure you're prepared to be stuck in a place or two. We'll be back on the air at 5 o'clock after the Olympics today, and of course John and I will have updates throughout the evening on Facebook, Twitter, WCNC.com. Grab the Weathercaster app. This is one of those occasions you need our apps. You know why? You can follow us if the power goes out. It's a very good tool. We will stream to both of them, and it will really help you out in case you lose power. If you have any questions, we'll take them. Please send them my way on Facebook or Twitter. I'll try to answer them either directly or maybe even on the air as we do extended coverage tonight and tomorrow. Get ready, Charlotte. This is going to be a big storm. We haven't seen one like this since 2004.